Ukraine just offered Russia a fresh run of peace talks again. But guess who's coasting? Yep, Russia. No official response, no confirmation. Just a radio silence while bombs continue to drop. So why is Ukraine reaching out now after all this time? What's changed? And is there actually a chance this war could end soon? Let's break it. On July 19, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy announced that Ukraine is ready for a new round of peace talks with Russia next week. The proposal was delivered by Rustem Umerov, Ukraine's new head of the National Security and Defense Council. He's not new to this game. He's already led negotiations earlier this year in Turkey. Those talks didn't get far, but at least they laid the groundwork. And this time, Zelenskyy is even saying he's personally ready to meet face-to-face with Putin. He's calling it the only way to get lasting peace. But so far, the Kremlin hasn't said a word. So the real question is, why now? Because the battlefield situation hasn't improved much for Ukraine, and peace talks previously went nowhere. So what changed? One big factor: Donald Trump. Yep, the US president just stopped a political nuke, not a literal one, giving Moscow a 50-day deadline to agree to a ceasefire. If not, Russia faces 100% tariffs and secondary sanctions on any country buying Russian oil. That's huge. Russia's economy depends on oil exports. So this is pressure, not just from Ukraine, but from the US as well. And Trump didn't stop there. He said the US would increase arms shipments to Ukraine if Russia doesn't move toward peace. So now, both sides are feeling the heat. Ukraine is trying diplomacy again while Russia is being warned. Talk peace or pay the price. Now, Russia's response? Kinda confusing. On the one hand, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said the agreed peace talks need momentum. But on the other hand, Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova dismissed Washington's ultimatum as blackmail. She also claimed that resuming arms delivery signals Ukraine to abandon the peace process altogether. So basically, mixed signals. They're saying, yes, we want peace, but only on our terms. And those terms, well, they haven't changed much. Russia still wants Ukraine to give up 4 regions it claims as its own and to stop accepting Western military support. For Ukraine, that's a complete non-starter. So it's a stalemate again. And while leaders play political chess, the violence in the ground is very real. Just this weekend, Russia launched a massive drone and missile strike on Ukraine. Over 30 missiles and 300 drones targeted 10 regions, with at least 1 dead and several injured in Odessa. Ukraine hit back, targeting Russia's Rostov region. Drone strikes halted train operations, injured a railway worker, and even caused flight disruptions at major Moscow airports like Vnukovo and Domodedovo. This is the state of peace efforts right now. Explosions, retaliation, and a fragile silence at the negotiation table. So what's next? Ukraine's made the offer. Trump's added pressure. Russia is thinking about it, maybe. But unless someone blinks, and soon, this war isn't going anywhere. And until both sides actually sit down with real compromise on the table, this cycle of destruction will continue. If this helps you understand the bigger picture, do like, share, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.